Abhaktoyam achintoyam avikaja ayam uchyate tasmat emang viditya enang nanu shochitam arhasi. So, in so many different ways, Krishna is convincing how the spirit soul is immortal. In different ways. Abhaktayam, it is not manifest to the blunt material eyes. We cannot see. Because, as we have explained several times, the magnitude of the soul is 1/10,000 part of the tip of the hair. Very small. I think smaller than the atom. That spirit soul is everywhere. Sarvaga. Sarvagata. Everywhere. Annantarasthang paramanu chayantarasthang. And wherever the spirit soul is there, within this material world, he has got a body and there is heart, and within that heart, Krishna is also there. Ishvara sarvabhutanam riddesho arjuna tisthati. Both are them living there. Therefore, anoraniyang mahato mahiya. Krishna can become greater than the greatest and the smaller than the smallest. This is God. When Krishna was playing as a child, he ate earth, and the playmates complained to Mother Jashoda, Mother, your son Krishna is eating earth. Mother Jashoda called for explanation. Krishna, why you are eating earth? I have given you sandesh. Krishna said, no, mother, I have not eaten. No, your friends are complaining. No, they have become my enemies this morning. We had some quarrel. Therefore, they have combined together to make me chastised by you. So in this way, then Mother Jashoda wanted to solve this problem. All right, show your mouth, open your mouth, I want to see. And when Krishna opened the mouth, the mother saw innumerable universes are within the mouth. This is Krishna. Anoraniyanga mahato mahiya. Krishna enters within the universe, but at the same time, millions of universes are within his mouth. This is the explanation of the greater than the greatest and the smaller than the smallest. Of course, Mother Jashoda, although she saw, she could not believe it, because Mother Jashoda never thought of the Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She always thought that he is my teeny child, that's all. I have to take care of him. This is called paternal feelings, Vatsalya Ras. Krishna is served by the devotees in so many rasas, transcendental mellow or humor. Somebody is serving as servant, somebody is serving as friend, somebody is serving as father and mother, somebody is serving as conjugal lover. These are 5 primary mellows in which a devotee is connected with Krishna. And there are other 7 rasas also. They are not primary, secondary. Somebody is serving Krishna as enemy. Just like the Asuras, they also serve Krishna as enemy. Somebody is serving, giving pleasure to Krishna by fighting with him. So there are so many 12 rasas. Akhila rasamrita sindhu. All the rasas that we have got experience within this world, they are coming from Krishna. Janmadasya jataha. The Vedanta Sutra says, everything, whatever we see within our experience, we cannot experience anything if it is not in Krishna. That is Krishna. Here stealing, which we consider not very good business, that stealing is also in Krishna. He is famous as Makhan Chok, the stealer of butter. So this is Krishna. So everything is there. Whatever our dealings in this material world, we find that is only perverted reflection of our dealing with Krishna in the spiritual world. But those who are unaware of the spiritual world, impersonalists, they have no information. The Krishna is always busy. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari. He is always busy, he is person. But he is simply dear to the Gopijana Vallabha. He wants to please the Gopijanas. The gopis, the cowherd boys and the gopis, a constant companion of Krishna. So, this is Sanatana. Krishna is Sanatana and his dealing with his devotees, that is also Sanatana. And these are possible not here, but in the Sanatana Dham. We cannot have Sanatana dealings with Krishna within this material world. Therefore Krishna comes to canvass the conditioned soul that for eternal happiness, for eternal dealings, you come to me in my eternal place. Jadgatyana nivartanti tadhama paramam. Why not in this material world? No. The material world, the nature is, it is not permanent. It is temporary. Bhutta bhutta praliyate janmadasya janmadi. Everything here in this material world has a date of birth, and anything which has a date of birth must be a date of death also. That is the nature of this material. So, here we can practice what is Sanatana Dharma, but actually Sanatana Dharma is executed in the spiritual world. So, just like one is trained up to become apprentice in some business, and when he is trained up, then he is given the post. So we get this information from the Goswamis, Sanatana Goswamis, that those who are devotees, those who are perfected in the training of devotional service, they are first of all given birth in the universe where Krishna is present. Krishna is always present. Just like the sun is present always in the sky, but we can see the sun in some opportune moment. But the sun is always there. When the sun is set, it is set in my vision, but sun is there. When it is night, I cannot see the sun, but the sun is there. Similarly, Krishna is always there. We have to make our eyes to see him. That's all. And that's how that eyes are made. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santas sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti jang shyama sundaram achinta gunasarupam govindam adipurusam tamaham bhaja. Only the devotees who have loving affection for Krishna, who has developed loving propensity. The loving propensity is there already. But we have transferred the loving propensity to Krishna, we have transferred the loving propensity to the Maya. So whole Krishna consciousness process is again transferring the loving propensity from Maya to Krishna. This is the simple method. We have got love for Krishna, but being illusion, being falsely positioned, we are trying to love something which is not Krishna. Maya, Krishna is Maya, illusion. Mama Maya. Krishna says Maya is also mine. Just like this cloud. What is this cloud? This is also made by the sun. Everyone you know. The cloud means the sun evaporates water from the ocean and it becomes cloud. And the business of the cloud is to cover our eyes to see the sun. Actually the cloud has no existence, separate existence. And as soon as the sun is bright, the cloud disappears. This is bhutta praliyate. It comes into existence and again it disappears. This is Maya. But the sky remains there, the sun remains there. Similarly, Maya, illusion, is sometimes is generated. This is the creation of the material world, Mahat Tattva, Maya. So, this is not permanent. It comes and goes. Similarly, Maya is simply covering our eyes. Just like this cloud, it is not possible for the cloud to cover the sun. The sun is 93 million, or at least 1400,000 times bigger than this earth. So how a cloud spreading over, say, a few miles, 10 miles, it can cover the sun? No. The cloud cannot cover the sun, but the cloud can cover my eyesight. This is the position. Similarly, Maya cannot touch Krishna. The Mayavadi philosophy is that Maya also covers Krishna. When Krishna comes here, he comes covered by this Maya. No, this is not. Maya cannot touch. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, when Vyasdev realized Krishna before writing Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhakti yogi na manasa sammak pranihiti amali apasat purusam param mayancha jad apasraya. So, Vyasdev, by his meditation, saw the Supreme Person and Maya also. Maya is on the back side. Maya cannot come in the front side. So, Krishna is never covered by Maya. It is our eyes who is covered by Maya. So, we, the fragments of Krishna, Mamaivangsha, we are covered by Maya, not Krishna. The theory that Krishna it becomes covered, that is nonsense. How Krishna can be covered? Krishna cannot be covered. He is the controller of the Maya, and we are controlled by the Maya. That is the difference. Krishna Maya Dhees, and we are Maya Adheen. Adheen, we can become free. Exactly the same example, that when our eyes are covered by the cloud, we cannot see the sun, although the sun is there. So if somewhere or other, we have got very good experience nowadays by flying in the airship. As soon as the airship goes above the cloud, you have got immense sunlight. Immense sunlight. And practically the jet planes, they go 7 miles above the surface and there is no cloud. The cloud is down. Similarly, you can go also above Maya. You can transcend Maya and see Krishna always. That is possible. How? Mami vaja prapadanti mayami tang taranti. You simply surrender to Krishna and Krishna will arrange that you are no more under Maya. Simple process. You just become, as Krishna demands, sarvadharman parityajya mamekang saranang vraja. This is Sanatana Dharma. Because we are, after all, servant of Krishna, but artificially we are trying to become master of this world. That we are therefore sent here. Just like those who are revolutionary, do not care for the state laws. They are sometimes killed or sometimes put into the prison house. That means those who are not voluntarily surrendering to Krishna, they are put into the prison house, they are forced to surrender. Forced to surrender. They will be forced. Just like you cannot become, you are not free either outside the prison house or inside the prison house. But when you think that you have become free, vimukta manino, vimukta man, falsely thinking that I am now become liberated. Abhishuddha buddha. But the intelligence is not very clear. This is last snare of Maya. When one thinks that I am God, I have become God, that is the last snare of Maya. That is also Maya. How you can become God? What capacity you have got? God has created so many things, what you have created. God has shown so many things, what you have done. But still, falsely they are thinking, I am God. This is Maya. Last snare of Maya. Because the real disease, as you have already explained, is to lord it over the material nature. Everyone is trying. I am the Lord of all I survey. I want to become Lord of this universe. I want to become minister. I want to become president. I want to become business magnitude. And everything fails. Then he wants to become God. That is also Maya. That is not possible. So, this is going on. Our relationship with God, Krishna, is to serve Him. Jiver Sarup হয় নিত্য কৃষ্ণ দাস অনাদি বহির্মুখ জীব কৃষ্ণ ভুলি গেল অতএব কৃষ্ণ বেদ পুরাণ করিল. We have forgotten real position, Sanatana Dharma, we have forgotten. Sanatana Dharma means a living entity is meant for serving the whole. Living entity is a part of the whole. So, the living entity's business is to serve the whole. Just like this finger. This finger is the part of my body. Its business is to carry out my order to serve the whole. I want the finger to come here immediately. Similarly, our business is to serve Krishna. But when we want to become Lord, independent of Krishna, that is called Maya. Krishna bhuliya jeev bhogavan chakare. Pasete maya tare japotiya dhare. This is a statement in the Prem Vivarta. As soon as we desire to imitate Krishna, that is Maya. Maya is nothing. We create that situation of Maya. What is that? I want to become Krishna, I want to become God, I want to become the Lord. This is Maya. This is not Maya. So, Krishna is Sanatana, we are also Sanatana. But when we forget to serve Krishna, that is our asanatana. And when we are engaged again in the service of Krishna, that is Sanatana Dharma. So, Sanatana Dharma means eternally serving Krishna. Another example, dharma. What is dharma? Dridhat. Characteristic. You cannot change it. You cannot change it. Just like sugar. Sugar characteristic means sweetness. And chili characteristic means pungent. So everything has got characteristic. Everything. That is called dharma. If sugar has become pungent and chili has become sweet, you purchase chili. If it is not very pungent, you throw it, it is not good. Because the dharma of the chili is lacking there. Similarly, if you take sugar and if you find it salty, then you what is this? So everything has got some characteristic. So we are living entities, we have got our characteristics. That is Sanatana. I am Sanatana, eternal, and my characteristic is to serve God. If I don't serve God, then the characteristic will remain there, then I will have to serve Maya. In the illusion that I have become master. Actually he is serving, but just like one man has got a motor car. So motor car, to maintain a motor car, to purchase a motor car, he requires lots of money. So get that money, he has to work very hard. And when he gets that money, he purchases a car, and then he has to maintain it by oiling, by supplying so many things. But he is thinking that now I have got a motor car. Very nice. What is that? You are serving your motor car, that's all. So this is the position. One is actually serving, not master, but he is thinking that he is master. This is master. So when we give up this false prestigious position that I am master, then you are liberated. Hitya annatharupam. Mukti, the definition of mukti is hitva annatharupam sarupena avasthiti. Annatharupam. Now we are struggling hard within this material world under the influence of Maya, changing different types of body. Sometimes I am going to the heavenly planet, sometimes I am going to the hellish planet, sometimes I am a rich man, sometimes I am poor man, sometimes I am Brahmin, sometimes Shudra, sometimes tiger, sometimes tree. In this way, sarvagata, everywhere within this universe, the living entities are struggling for existence. Manasasthani indriyani, prakritisthani karasat, mama ivamsa jiva. Krishna says, all these living entities, they are my part and parcel, but foolishly, carried by the mental concoction, prakritisthani within this material world, karasati, struggling to become master. This is the disease. Prakritisthani karasati. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa ahankara vimuratma karta aham iti mannate. These rascals, they are pulled by the ear, by prakriti. Prakrite kriyamanani. You do this. I have to do this. One who has associated with the tamagun of Prakriti, Prakriti has given a body just like hog, and Prakriti is obliging. We come here, eat this stool, and he is eating. Oh, so nice. This is Maya. Stool is very nice thing, but Prakriti has given this hog a certain type of body, and he is relishing. Stool is so nice. This is going on. Similarly, human form of body also. They are eating so many nonsense things, and the restaurant, in the hotel, and they are relishing. It is so nice. This is Maya. This is going on. So, our business is to serve. But because we have taken this attitude that I don't like to serve Krishna, or I am Krishna, then we are under the clutches of Maya immediately. And under the illusion of Maya, prakrite kriyamanani gunai karma karanam gunasanga asya sadasad janma jonishu. Because we are associating with the different modes of material nature, therefore we have to take birth sadasat janma jonishu. One is becoming hog, one is becoming dog, one is becoming human being, one is becoming demigod, one is becoming tree, one is becoming plant. So many, 8,400,000 of species and forms of life. Krishna says, sarvajonishu kantya. Krishna says, all these forms, whatever they may be, I am the bija pita, I am the father. So, if Krishna is the original father of every living entity, how one has become Brahmana, one has become Shudra, one has become tree, one has become tiger, one has become hog, one has become Indra, one has become Brahma. How is that? Na karanang gunasangasya sadasad janma jonishu. So, we are getting our birth in different types of body. The reason is, I am associating with different types of the modes of nature. My mind is carrying. It is not death. It is foolish to say that this man is now dead, everything is finished. That is rascaldom, not finished. It is going on. Na hannate hannamane sarire. The foolish rascals, they say, now this man is dead, finished. Big professor. They are saying, Swamiji, after death everything is finished. And he is professor, just see. Rascal fools, they are becoming leaders, professors, politicians. How the people will be happy? They are put into the ignorance of life. All is put. Nati vidu sarthagatin hi Vishnu durasayaji bahirarthamanina. They have been enamored by the external feature of Krishna's energy. This is also Krishna's energy, this material world. But we are attracted by this material energy. We should be attracted by the spiritual energy. That is perfection of it. Both energies are Krishna's. Apara, para. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita. So we are now attracted by the apara energy. Bhumi rapanalo vayu. These material elements we want. Because we are attracted by the material energy. Therefore, when we construct a very nice stone house, we think, now yes, my life is success. I have got a very nice house made of stone. Are you stone? No. Still, my attraction is for the stone. Therefore, Krishna gives me facility. All right, you take this stone and try to, but you will never be happy. Happy you will be when you surrender to me. Just like a child is given by the father all facilities to play. But at the same time, the father says, my dear child, don't play like this, it is not good. But because the child persists, father sometimes says, all right, you play like that. Similarly, Krishna does not want that we should come in this material world and be attracted by the earth, water, air, fire, and become great scientists and make combination of these 5 elements. Tejo barimit vinimayam. What is this world? This world is a mixture of fire, earth, water, air, that's all. What is this? Tejo barimit vinimayam. Tisarga, mrisha. It is a false thing. Actually, it is a combination of these 5 elements. And we are accepting. This body is also like that. Body is also a combination of 5 elements. And we are attracted to this. Oh, I have got such a nice, beautiful body, strong body, American body, Indian body, Brahman body, this body, that body, all Maya. You will never be happy by this bodily concept of life because you are. Therefore Krishna indirectly saying that achedayam adajayam, the body is burnt into ashes. Then how your body? The body, when the man is dead, the body is put into the fire, so it is daiha, it becomes burned, then how your body? One man is claiming, oh, I am born Brahmin, I got this body from my birth. So that's all right. Then when your son will burn this body, then he will be liable to Brahmahatya, pap. So this is going on. Bodily concept. Jasyatma buddhi kunapeti dhatu. This body made of three, I am to say, biles, mucus and air. So a bag of bones and flesh and blood. If one is thinking that I am this body, then he is gokhara, cow or ass. So anyone who is on the bodily concept of life, he is animal. Gokhara, saiva gokhara. So how you can receive knowledge from a person who is animal? You cannot get any knowledge from the cows or the asses. So anyone who is under the bodily concept of life, he is no better than animal. So actually, if we say frankly, everyone is in the bodily concept of life. Therefore, the modern civilization is animal civilization. It is not human civilization. Human civilization will begin when one will understand that I am not this body, I have spirit soul, aham brahmasmi. That is the beginning of human civilization. And so long one is under the bodily concept of life, it is the civilization of cats and dogs. That's all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Then gradually we can understand Cheta Darpana Marjanam. If you associate with devotees, hear them, then gradually everything will be clear and you will understand your position. Then you will understand, oh, I am not this body. Aham brahmasmi. That is the beginning of knowledge. Otherwise, so long you are under the bodily concept of life, you are in the animal platform. That is the difference. But bhakti is such a nice thing that Krishna Karshini, bhakti attracts Krishna. Krishna attracts everything, but bhakti attracts Krishna. Therefore we have to adopt. The bhakti means bhakta mam abhijanati javan jasyami tat. तात्विक कृष्ण को समझने के लिए भक्ति चाहिए और किसी काम से नहीं होगा. भक्त्यामाम अभिजाना जावान जश्चामि तत् ततो मांग तत्तो ज्ञात्वा विशते तद अनंतरम. If you want to know Krishna in truth, then you have to take this devotional line. Then gradually Krishna will be attracted by your devotion. And then you will know Krishna and you will be allowed to enter into Krishna's place. Otherwise, sarvagata sthanu rachalayam. Although we are eternal, we have to wander within so many forms of life within this Brahmanda and waste our time. That's all. Yes. ये मंदिर है विष्णु मंदिर, द्वादश जगह में तिलक का बात करते हैं ना, तिलक भगवान का मंदिर है. तो आप वो तिलक का मंत्र है, भगवान का अलग अलग नाम, वामन देव, केशव, गोविंदा. So a devotee is protected from all sides by Krishna. So you remain safe. Krishna says, Kondya pratijanihi name bhakta pranasati. जो भक्त जो है उसको भगवान रक्षा करते हैं. तो इसलिए ये 12 मंदिर आप रखिए चारों तरफ, भगवान का नाम करके 12 मंदिर में कौन कौन भगवान का रूप रहता है, उस वो मंत्र है, तो यू आर प्रोटेक्टेड, दैट्स इट.
Then even we put that to the Lord also. The same Kundra is affected on Lord Venkateswara. Lord.
It is a temple of the Lord, Vishnu Mandir. You cannot put Krishna or Vishnu just like statues. We have got a fashion now, imitated from the Western. We make the statue of a big man, the place of passing stool by the crows. We do not make like that. We give temple. When we worship somebody, we give him temple. Not for passing stool by the crows.
May I know, sir, that why Brahma temples are not existing, and is there any scientific reason or?
What is that?
Brahma temple is not existing. Srishti Sthiti Layakara.
Brahma is impersonal. Brahma is everywhere. Sarvam Khalidam Brahma. Then Paramatma. Then Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the last word of absolute truth. So Brahma is impersonal. Just like the sky is impersonal.
Maharaj, it is preached in Dharma that God is coming to this world as Kali Avatar. It is correct. What is the indication of his coming?
His indication is coming is that people are becoming degraded, forgetting God. That is their degradation. So at the end of this Kali Yuga, they will be so much degraded that it will be impossible for them to understand God. At the present moment, although it is Kali Yuga, there are some persons who are trying to understand God. At least there is attempt. But at the end of Kali Yuga, say about 400,000 of years, then people, because they are becoming animal more and more, the more we become animal, we cannot understand God. So our modern civilization is to make the people animal. That is advancement of civilization. Ahara nidra bhayamaithunancha samannam etat pasuvi narana. The modern civilization is how we can eat very nicely, how we can sleep nicely, how we can have sexual intercourse nicely, how we can defend nicely. Only these four principles are being taught. They have no idea what is soul, what is God, what is the relationship with the soul. So this type of civilization is increasing. So just imagine how much it will be increased after 400,000 of years. The Kali Yuga has begun only 5,000 years. Within these 5,000 years, we are so much degraded, illusioned by the Maya as advancement of civilization. This is Maya. So, the more days go, we shall be more illusion. So there will be no capacity to understand about God. At that time God will come to destroy all this population by cutting their throat. That is Kalki Avatar.